Good evening. Welcome to tonight's MOACAC virtual college exploration event with Ole Miss. Tonight, if you have any questions, there's a Q&A button at the bottom of your screen that you can push, and you can type in your question, and our representatives will work to answer your question. Your camera and microphone are off as an attendee of this event. The presenters cannot see or hear you, but you can see them. We encourage you to sign up for more sessions. There are still sessions this week and next week from other colleges and organizations, and you can sign up at moacac.org. And if there's a session that you missed or you want to revisit this session, you can also see that at moacac.org. And now I'll turn it over to our panelists for tonight.
All right, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Timera Rodgers, and I serve as the admissions counselor for Missouri at the University of Mississippi, better known as Ole Miss.
And my name is Kelly McEwen. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions here at the University of Mississippi. And we are super excited to have all of you on board with us tonight. So we plan on trying to give you as much information that we possibly can. We will be checking the question and answer section and try to get to all the questions that we possibly can. We do have a pretty good amount of students that did sign up for this, so if I don't get around to your question, I apologize about that, but we will be able to get to your question either during the session or off the session. But I'm gonna turn it back over to Timera, and it's all yours.
All right, thanks, Kelly. So I'm gonna share my screen real quickly with you guys. So before we dive into information about Ole Miss, I do want to show you a quick video and kind of highlight some of the things you may see on our campus if you did come for a visit. We are open for visits, so if you are planning on coming for a visit, we'd love to have you in Oxford. We have visits every Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock, 10:15, and 1:15, and all of those include an information session along with a campus tour as well too. So hopefully this kind of give you an idea what you can expect on our campus.
This is Lucky Day Residential College. It's not your everyday dorm. It has its own gym, cafe, library, and so much more. It's one of the best dorms to stay in on campus.
Hey.
Do you have your notes?
Yeah, they're here.
This is the library. This is where we come to get serious, especially during finals week when they're open 24/7. I know I come here to get serious.
Bye.
This is the Lyceum. This is the most famous building on campus. It now houses some of our upper administration, like the provost and the chancellor. The Circle. It is the hub of campus. It is surrounded by buildings that have the departments of engineering, math, psychology, and philosophy. It is the central point of campus. Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's up? Courage, perseverance, knowledge, opportunity. These are the 4 things I think about when passing by the James Meredith statue. Our newest addition to campus, South Campus Rec. This is where you come to stay fit. Literally has everything. From basketball court to indoor track. We even got an indoor climbing wall. If you're really trying to stay fit, this is the place to be. Anna, you still coming to work out? We already started.
No, I'm actually already working out at Lamar Park. Okay, bye. In my opinion, Lamar Park is one of the best parks in Oxford. People come here every day to exercise, relax, and just have fun. It's good to get away from campus and take in the air of the Oxford community.
This is the newly renovated Ole Miss Student Union. This is the place to go to find information regarding events across campus, hang out, or grab a bite for lunch. So even though the Grove is known as the Holy Grail of tailgating, it's used year-round. Students can find a picnic table to study at, professors might hold class out here, and you can even catch a concert on the Grove stage.
Overlooking the quad, the Rubber Market is the main dining facility on campus. If you don't know what to eat, don't worry. There are a lot of options here. Martindale is the epicenter of student resources, from admissions and financial aid to the Career Center and Study Abroad office. This building houses all the necessary resources you need to ensure you have a successful stay here at the university.
Lamar Hall, formerly the university's law school, now has many resources and departments that students use each and every single day. They have the Sarah Isom Center, the Department of Diversity and Community Engagement, and the Writing Center. You'll probably have a lot of your classes here too. Hey Justin, make sure you come get your snack before you go to the game, okay? The Pod. Provisions on demand. They're the convenience stores of campus. There's 8 on campus, so you're never far away from your next snack.
Behind me is the Ford Center. It's the premier entertainment venue in North Mississippi. The curtain rises weekly to host a wide variety of shows, concerts, music, and theater productions. Here's the music building. It is home to the Ole Miss Band, the pride of the South.
Square Books is a local bookstore that a lot of Ole Miss students enjoy. There's a cafe and even a balcony that overlooks Oxford Square. You can grab a cup of coffee or pick up your new favorite book.
Barnes & Noble in the Student Union is the one place on campus where you can buy essentials for class and apparel to rep school spirit.
I hope y'all are ready to get loud. The Pavilion houses the Ole Miss men's and women's basketball team. It seats 9,500 people with a student section that wraps around the court. During the day, students can come hang out and eat lunch at Steak and Shake or Cane's and watch our basketball teams practice.
All right, so hopefully that got you excited to learn more about Ole Miss in general. So let's start talking about Ole Miss. So just to kind of give you an idea about Ole Miss in general, we were founded in 1848. So we are Mississippi's first public institution for higher learning in the state of Mississippi. We started out with 80 students and have now expanded to have just under 17,000 undergraduate students representing from all over the world. So we have students who come from all 82 counties in Mississippi, all 50 states within the U.S., as well as 80 to 90 countries, depending on the school year. So when you come to Ole Miss, you get the opportunity to meet students from all walks of life, whether it be in your residence hall, on campus, in one of our student organizations, or in your classrooms. You're able to actually build those relationships, which is something a lot of students look for when they come to a university like Ole Miss. Even though we are a larger institution, we are also a small campus. So whenever you compare us to our SEC counterparts, we're actually the third smallest in the SEC. So you kind of get the best of both worlds coming to Ole Miss. So what I mean by that, you're going to get the larger amenities you would find at a bigger institution. So you're going to get the game day experience. You're going to get the opportunity to be involved in over 300 plus organizations on our campus. A lot of those other cool things you'll find in another institution, but also get the perks of being at a smaller institution, which is going to include smaller class sizes as well as a smaller student to faculty ratio. So at Ole Miss, our average class size is 34 students with a 17-to-1 student to teacher ratio. And students like this because you get the opportunity to really be engaged in your classes, ask questions, get to know your teachers, and get the most out of your academic experience. But what I think really draws students to Ole Miss, what drew me to Ole Miss when I was in the college search process, was definitely the atmosphere on campus. Being on campus, you get the opportunity to, like I said before, meet students all walks of life. You get to learn about different people's journeys, why they chose to come to Ole Miss, and get the most out of your academic experience, also your college experience as well too. So I can't talk about Ole Miss while talking about the city of Oxford. We are proud to be named one of America's best college towns, and just for the reason because it's so small and you actually feel at home. Most people like to compare it to Mayberry. So if you've ever seen Andy Griffin, you know about Mayberry. It's a small town. Everyone knows each other. There's a lot of local businesses. So think of Oxford like that, but with a kind of a metropolitan, cosmopolitan kind of twist with it. With that, there's a lot of great history down there, a lot of great literary and music history that we offer in Oxford. Our historic Oxford Square offers several different local businesses and restaurants for you to go check out. And one thing I encourage you to do as you're going through the college search process is that not only visit the campus, but also visit the city that this college is located in, simply because this is going to be your home for the next 4 years. And you want to feel comfortable not only on campus, but also in town as well too. And there's so many different things for you to do in Oxford, such as going on a double-decker bus tour or going to Square Jam, which is one of our big events we have in the square, or going to Roanoke, which is where William Faulkner lives. So a lot of different things for you to do to make the most out of your experience while you're here with us in Ole Miss. So let's talk about majors. Hopefully by now you thought about what you want to major in. If you have, that's great. If you haven't, it's okay. We have over 100 plus majors for you to choose from. And so these are our majors that we offer for you. So for those of you that may not know what you want to major in yet, like I said, it's okay. At Ole Miss, about 15% of our students come in undeclared. But we give them the option to be a part of our freshman studies major, which underneath our general studies program. How that works is that you will take all your general courses alongside some of our first year experience courses. One will be geared towards getting acclimated to Ole Miss in the city of Oxford, as well as getting acclimated to life as a college student. And the second one you'll take will be geared towards career planning, so helping you figure out the area of study that fits you best with that option. So it's a great opportunity for you if you're not sure which one you want to major in or want to take a year just to explore your options. Along with that, we do have our School of Pharmacy. We're in the top 25 in the nation for our School of Pharmacy, and we offer an early entry program. So with early entry, you apply as a senior in high school, and if you are accepted, you have a guaranteed spot in our pharmacy program. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get a leg up on some of the prereqs you'll take in order for you to get into pharmacy school. We also have our Patterson School of Accountancy. Our School of Accountancy is actually in the top 10 in the nation, with virtually 100% job placement rate for students once they complete either their 10-week-long internship their senior year or their master's program with us, which is the one-year program. The great thing about our School of Accountancy is that they like to invite the big 4 accounting firms in the nation to come and actually recruit students for their internships and job placements. And many of those students that do take advantage of those internship opportunities actually have jobs waiting on them once they complete either their internship or their master's program. For those of you that like to write, we do have our School of Journalism and New Media. In there, we offer both regular journalism, print journalism, and broadcast journalism, as well as integrated marketing communications, which is our fastest growing and our most popular majors we offer at the university. So with IMC, you're combining the worlds of both journalism and marketing into one major. And so you're getting more of the creative side of marketing. So you're doing a lot more campaign planning, you're doing a lot more with social media, public relations, different areas like that. And there's great opportunities in there as well too. Many of our students have worked for nonprofit organizations, for-profit organizations, some of the top PR firms in the country, as well as we actually have a student who works for TikTok. So there's limitless opportunities for you within the School of Journalism and New Media, along with any of our majors that you choose. Over here, you'll see our College of Liberal Arts, and this is our largest and our oldest academic college at the university. So this is going to house all of your arts and sciences, social sciences, humanities, health professions, pretty much anything underneath the sun is going to be underneath the College of Liberal Arts for you to choose from. You'll notice on the screen where you says 2+2 bar and health professions. Those are simply meaning that you'll spend part of your time on our campus in Oxford and then transfer down to our medical center in Jackson to finish out your degree that way. And there's some different areas for you to choose from within any of our majors in College of Liberal Arts, and many of them are actually able for you to double major, and also minor in as well too. So in addition to our other majors, we do have our School of Business Administration. Our School of Business is actually in the top 50 in the nation, and we have 11 plus majors for you to choose from within the School of Business. During your first 2 years, actually, you'll be considered a general business major, meaning that you'll take all your general education courses alongside some of our general business courses. And that kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to be in every single area of business before choosing one of those 11 different majors you can choose from. The great thing about our School of Business is that we also have a nationally ranked master's program. So for those who may want to get your master's after you finish your bachelor's degree, you can do that to basically 5 years, 2 degrees. And they also have a career center in their school as well too that helps you find those internships and job placements within the School of Business as well too. For those of you that may want to be in the fields of helping people, the School of Applied Sciences is the area for you. In the School of Applied Sciences, we like to call our students change makers because they are making changes within our societies. And the great thing about the School of Applied Sciences is that they always are looking for majors that are developing new majors that as society sees fit. So for example, some of our newest majors are applied gerontology, which deals with the elderly, or public and health sciences. There's always something new going on within the School of Applied Sciences. So you can do any of those 2 majors, including social work, you can do exercise science, hospitality management, law studies is limitless within the School of Applied Sciences. We also have our School of Education. Our School of Education, we're very proud of our School of Education. We actually produce the most educators out of any other school within the state of Mississippi. Within the School of Education, we offer every general area of education, including early childhood education, which is brand new for us this year, health and PE, as well as special education as well too. The great thing about our School of Education is that students get the opportunity to really be interactive as far as going to do student teachings, as well as something called Teach Live, which is an interactive platform that students get a chance to use to help them prepare for actually being in front of an actual classroom. So it's really cool opportunities for you to get hands-on experience. And finally, our School of Engineering. We have the oldest School of Engineering in the state of Mississippi, and we offer about 8 or 9 different majors for you to choose from within engineering. They have great internship opportunities. For example, we had a student, she got to go work with Tesla one semester and then work with SpaceX the second semester. So a lot of opportunities with that. We invite some of the biggest names in engineering to come and actually recruit our students for internships and job placements. So ExxonMobil's has come to campus, Milwaukee, all the different big names in engineering come and actually recruit our students for their internships. And no matter which major you choose at Ole Miss, you're going to get the 2 E's. So a quality education as well as the experience. The experience is going to be able to help you prepare for the real world. And we have a career center. I'll get to our resources on the next slide that talk about some of the things you might be able to help you as you go through your college search experience and also your college experience with us at Ole Miss. Many of our students have opportunities to travel, study abroad, to get those internship opportunities, and all it is building your worldview of actually preparing you for your professional area of study. Before I talk about our special programs, I do want to mention our pre-professional areas. So some of you may say that you want to major in pre-med or pre-law or any of those. Just know those are not majors or minors for you to choose from essentially, but they're basically classes you take alongside your degree program. So you can choose any of the majors that we on the screen along with a pre-dental or pre-med track, and it'll help you get into a professional area that you want to get into. One of our most popular and most well-known resources is going to be our Health Professions Advising Office. So we have the state's only full-service advising office for health professions that helps students beginning their freshman year all the way through their senior year getting into medical school and helping them through the application process. So they help students get into some of the biggest schools, some of the top schools in the nation, not only our medical center in Jackson, but any other medical school that students want to get into. They help the students do that. So a lot of great options for you to choose from and when it comes to majors, also pre-professional areas. So now I want to talk about our special programs. So our special programs are academic competitive programs that you can apply for through our special programs and scholarship application. These programs do require an essay question, letters of recommendation, as well as a personal statement. And all these programs go by a holistic point of view. So they want to see who you are as a person outside of your transcripts or your ACT scores. If you are interested in any of these special programs, the deadline for these is January 5th, and I'll talk more about how you can apply for those at the very end. So along with our many different academic majors that we offer at the university, we also have some great resources. And one thing I encourage you to do is to definitely take advantage of any of the resources that we offer at the University of Mississippi. We have countless resources, and they're there to help you be successful, not only once you're at Ole Miss, also after you leave Ole Miss as well too. So going along with dining services, we have over 26 different dining options for you to choose from. As you saw in the video, we have our union, which has Qdoba, Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Which, different options for you to choose from in there, Raising Cane's, but Steak and Shake, Banana Pavilion, different options for you to choose from, so you will never go hungry on campus with any of those options, including 3 of our cafeterias on our campus as well too. For those who may want to get around campus or get around the city of Oxford, we do have free transportation for you through our out buses. They'll take you on campus, also off campus as well too. You can have a car your very first year, but the out buses are there for you as well too. For those of you that may want to blow a little steam off after classes or in between your classes, our South Campus Recreation Center, also our Turner Center, are available for you to use using your ID card to swipe in, and they offer different areas, different things for you to do in there. The Turner Center also has an Olympic-sized indoor pool, so if you like to swim, that's also a lot of fun. And of course, in our South Campus Recreation Center, there's a rock wall. So a lot of cool things for you to do in there. And for those of you that may have a learning disability, or you may have different accommodations such as testing, extended test time, we do have our student disability services that is there to help you make those accommodations possible for you so you can have a comfortable learning experience as well. We also have a health center on our campus, so if you aren't feeling well throughout the school year, you can go there and get taken care of there, as well as our career center, and they're there to help you find a job either on campus, also in professional area as well too. And they do offer some really great resources such as mock interviews, resume building, interview dress prep, different areas like that. So they're there to help you. So like I said before, definitely take advantage of any of our resources that we offer at Ole Miss. They're there to help you. They're to help you to succeed. So you're probably wondering, how much does it cost to go to Ole Miss? And this is the question I get almost every single day. So the best way to take care of some of those expenses is for you to apply for different types of aid. And in fact, 80% of our students receive some form of financial aid there as an incoming freshman. So the first thing, we encourage students to apply for our scholarships. At Ole Miss, we offer both competitive and non-competitive scholarships. So for our competitive scholarships, we encourage students to fill out our special programs and scholarship application, which opens on the same day as our application. So as soon as you apply for admission, you can go straight into the application to apply for scholarships. With our competitive scholarship application, you're putting your name in the hat for every single scholarship we offer at Ole Miss that's competitive. So you can include ones for your major, including some from our foundation, as well as endowments, everything you can think of. So it's all fair game in there. And with those, they'll ask for a personal statement and also gives you opportunity to tell us more about yourself as well too in the application. With our non-competitive scholarships, these are our academic merit scholarships, and these are automatically given to you once you've been admitted to the university. So we have them based upon test scores. So if you have a 25 or higher on the ACT and 3.0 GPA, then you have the scholarship for this. You'll have a scholarship for this scholarship, and it'll increase as your ACT score or SAT score increases. I will point out that this year we are super scoring for both ACT and SAT, so definitely keep that in mind if you are considering coming to Ole Miss. So we do offer that super score, and we're hoping that those awards will be readjusted, hopefully back on our website within the next couple of weeks. But along with our ACT and SAT academic merit scholarships, we do also offer academic merit scholarships if you are a national merit finalist or semi-finalist, if you're a student body president, valedictorian, salutatorian, if you attended Boy State or Girl State, or if you're an Eagle Scout or received the Gold Award with Girl Scouts. So with those, all we would need is just information from your counselor saying that you meet those requirements, and we'll give you that scholarship for that. Along with our scholarships, we do encourage students to also file for federal aid. So hopefully you've heard about the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid for seniors of this year. That application opens on this Thursday, October 1st, and this will tell you if you qualify for any kind of federal aid, including the Pell Grants, any student loans, and federal work study based on your parents' income. Even if you don't think you'll qualify for any federal aid, we still encourage students to fill it out simply because some of our scholarships do require it on file. So along with our institutional scholarships and also federal aid. We also encourage students to apply for any local scholarships that may be in your area. So definitely check out with your school, within the state, within your county to see if any other scholarships are available, because those can also be added to your award package as well too. So all of our awards are renewable and stackable up to the cost of attendance. So for an out-of-state student, the cost of attendance is going to be $35,824. But keep in mind, we use the highest meal plan and residence hall to determine that price. So depending on where you stay your very first year and the meal plan that you get, that number can change for you. One thing I encourage you to do if you're trying to figure out an exact price or a ballpark price is to check out our net price calculator on our website. That's going to kind of give you a better idea of how much you can pay potentially, and also show you some scholarships you could qualify for as well too. So along with all of that, we encourage students to, of course, get involved in your schools. I know it's not the best time right now for all of us, but definitely encourage you to get involved in any way possible, whether it be in your school, whether it be in your community. Find those ways to get involved, because all it's really doing is helping build your scholarship resume. We also encourage you to take time with your parents and your counselors to sit down and actually figure out how you're going to pay for college and kind of come up with a plan so you know exactly what you may need to do. Also focus on your grades. Your grades are going to play a huge part in that. A lot of our scholarships require a certain GPA, and so you definitely keep that in mind for those certain scholarships. Also, the ACT and SAT, we accept scores all throughout August of 2021. So definitely keep that in mind if you're wanting to qualify for any of our competitive scholarships and also our academic merit scholarships as well too. And we also offer test prep on our website that you can take advantage of as well too. And of course, feel free to talk to our financial aid office. They're there to help you every step of the way as far as helping you apply for scholarships and also helping you find other ways to pay for your cost of attendance. So let's talk about housing. So as I mentioned earlier, all of our freshmen are required to stay on campus their very first year, and we have different options for you to choose from. So our first one's gonna be our traditional housing. These are going to be more for students that want more of a social experience on our campus. So these include you and a roommate, and you share a bathroom with other people on your floor. We also have our contemporary halls, which is you and a roommate, you share a bathroom in your room. And then there's also study areas, lounge areas, and kitchen areas for you to go into as well. And then our residential colleges, these are similar to our contemporary halls. Only different about these is that they have a fitness center and a cafeteria, and also a faculty fellow that stays in the residence halls with them as well too. Also keep in mind, if you are applying for any of the residential colleges, there is a separate application outside of the housing application. So once you have been admitted to the university, you'll be able to apply for housing. Housing is done in 2 phases at Ole Miss. So the first phase is where students are paying the $75 application fee, along with taking a compatibility test or requesting and confirming a roommate, or and also signing the housing contract. So once you're on the housing application, if you have a roommate in mind, you can add them on there. But if you don't have a roommate in mind, you can take that compatibility test, and it'll match you with someone that meets your interests as well too. I always get the question, what's the best one to stay in? My answer is they're all great. Many of them have had recent renovations in them, and there's a lot of great opportunities within as well too. We also have living learning communities, and so basically some of our special programs and other areas on campus, they have floors dedicated to just these students. So for example, if you're in the honors college, then you will actually get the opportunity to live on the floor with other honors college students, or with early entry. All of those different areas, it just give you opportunity to actually meet with other students or have the same interests as you, or in the same areas of study as you as well too. But no matter which one you choose, they have the same amenities. You'll get wireless internet, basic cable, central heating and air, furnished rooms, common areas, and laundry facilities. If you have any questions, I definitely encourage you to reach out to our housing department, or if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me as well too. All right, so we made it to the very end, and so now it's time to find out how you can become a part of our family. So the first thing is you're going to be wanting to do is apply for admission. At Ole Miss, we're on a rolling admission basis, meaning that we admit students throughout the school year. So you can apply one of two ways. The first way is going to be on our website at olemiss.edu/apply or on the Common App. We have no preference which one you choose. On our website, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to apply for admission, and we just ask you for basic information. We don't require for students to submit essays, letters of recommendation, or essays, any of that information. We'll ask for that information for the special programs application. But keep in mind, for admission, it's just going to be your high school information and your contact information. Once you submit the application, you will then send us your $60 application fee. If you do qualify for a fee waiver, just contact your school counselor and they'll send it to us that way. You also want to send us a copy of your high school transcripts. And if you have taken dual credit courses, either through another institution in Missouri or through a community college, we'll also need a copy of that as well too. And we'll also need a copy of your ACT and SAT scores. This year we are test optional, so you can apply without a test score. If you have a 2.0 core GPA in your core classes, then you'll be admissible without a test score. Now keep in mind, we are just test optional for just admissions purposes. But so you will still need a test score if you would like to be considered for any of our special programs. Just keep that in scholarships. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to apply for scholarships. If you have taken it in the past, please send us your scores. And we also are super scoring this year as well too. So once we receive everything, it'll take about 2 to 4 weeks to hear back from us. While you're waiting to hear back from us, you can then apply for our special programs and scholarship application. I kind of talked about a little bit about that before, a little bit earlier on, but this is where you'll go to apply for this. So once you apply to the university, you'll get a confirmation email from us saying we got your application, and you'll get an application number. You'll use this to access the application, and you can also use the same information to check your status on our website as well too. Now, if you are applying for special programs, like I said, they do require a test score. The only program that is not requiring a test score this year is going to be the Honors College. They will not be considering test scores this year for the selection process, but keep in mind that any of our other special programs you want to apply for, they will require a test score. And like I said before, these will require an essay question, letters of recommendation, statement of purpose, and a couple other things as well too. And with a scholarship application, if you're just applying for just scholarships, all we will need is just a statement of purpose, and you'll answer a couple questions for us on there. Just as a reminder, the special programs application will close on January 5th, and there's also a priority deadline for scholarships of January 5th as well too. But if you're applying for scholarships, the final deadline is going to be February 15th. So keep in mind January 5th and also February 15th of those deadlines. Once you've been admitted, you'll get information in the mail from us letting you know that you've been accepted, and also an email as well too. And once you've been admitted, you can go to our website to learn more about your next steps. That include signing up for housing, registering for orientation, all those other great things before you actually come to campus in the fall. So that is everything that we have tonight. Are there any kind of questions we can answer for you guys tonight?
Well, so far we did have a question that came in. What majors do we offer? Sorry, let me put my video back on. So what majors do we offer that's going to be, or that we can recommend for someone who's trying to get into the medical field? One of the majors that we do have, Timera went over it a little bit when it came to our nursing program. Nursing, of course, is one of our top majors that we have on the university, on the campus. Great major to get into. There is pretty extensive. It is definitely, I would say, one of the programs that if you're trying to get into, once you're in it, you're in it. Once you get into it, the job rate from there is pretty spectacular. Great professors that you're going to be learning from, but also you're not just learning from just typical professors. You're learning from professors that actually have been into the work field. So you're just not learning from a textbook. You're not going to just sit in a classroom and just absorb information. You're actually going to get your hands dirty with this program. So nursing is one of them, but also remember the health professions. Even though health professions is not a major, you can major in, say you major in business administration, and you want to have one of the health professions, such as pre-med or something like that, that type of track. You can still do that. So just because you don't major in a typical health or medical field, you can still have that type of background. We did have another question that came through. How diverse is our campus? Our campus is very diverse. I'm gonna let Timera speak on that as well in just a second, but our campus is very diverse. We have a couple of different programs on the campus that's trying to increase diversity as well. So that we also have the center, and I'm gonna let Timera talk more about that. I'm not trying to take too much of your shine, but we have a couple of not just the center on campus that deals with diversity, but we have a lot of different individuals that are in different positions on the campus that's going to be able to not necessarily just attract students when it comes to diversity, but also enhance the diversity on our campus. But Timera, I'm gonna let you speak to that.
Yeah, so like Kelly said, we have countless different resources to help students feel included on our campus. Like Kelly mentioned, we have our Center for Inclusion and Cross-Cultural Engagement. That was established in 2014. And so they help students, African-American students, different students from all walks of life, including students of LGBTQ plus communities. We have different organizations that students can join. Like for me, as an African-American student at Ole Miss, I graduated from Ole Miss in 2018. And then recently graduated again in 2020, my master's. And with that, I was able to really be involved and feel more connected to a community that really made me feel welcome. So I was a part of our gospel choir at Ole Miss. I was also a part of our Black Student Union. So getting an opportunity to really speak about different areas that really matter to us. And there's other organizations for you to join. We encourage you to join at countless different organizations, just so you kind of get a perspective of everyone's walk of life. So you definitely will feel welcome on our campus. Like I always like to tell students, you're more than just a number at Ole Miss, you're a family member. So we try to embrace that to every student we come in contact with, whether they come to campus.
And lastly, to go on with that, we do have well over 300 to 400 different groups that's on the campus as far as student groups are concerned. Of course, we have Greek life on campus as well. The good thing about when you're speaking of diversity on our campus, these different groups are so different that you can be involved in one group, be involved in another group, and there's somebody that's in your class that's involved in something totally different. And you guys can actually have ways to bounce ideas off of each other. The good thing about Ole Miss is, yes, of course, it's going to be a family type of an atmosphere, but it's a different vibe when you're on the campus. You'll be able to see the diverse programs on the campus, diverse student population, also the diverse staff that's on the campus. We have our staff members are not just from one walk of life. They're from a lot of different areas of the country, a lot of different areas of the world. They've been to a lot of different places as well. So that's always a great thing when it comes to diversity. The other thing that I did want to mention is campus visits. When you have a chance, if you do ever get a chance to come to Oxford, Mississippi, please do. I know it's from Missouri. It probably was a 5-hour drive for some, 7 for others. Maybe depending on who's driving, it may be a little bit faster. But honestly, it's a quick flight. If you can just catch a quick flight from any of your airports in Missouri to Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is approximately about 45 minutes north of where Oxford, Mississippi is. So if you catch a flight from Missouri to Memphis and then drive down south for another 45 minutes, you'll come right to our campus. It's a real easy transportation if you don't mind flying. But I would highly, highly, highly encourage you all to come to campus, see the campus for yourselves. You have a chance to go to different buildings, see different things on the campus, what we're able to provide. But the other thing that you're also able to do is probably have a chance to speak to some of our students, or at least one of our students. I think right now our on-campus tours, they're given by our student ambassadors. So these ambassadors are not just typical students that don't do anything on campus. These students are very highly involved. They love the university, they love Ole Miss, but they also love for people they love to show the university. They love to show what we have, what the city of Oxford has. So come onto our campus and see it for yourself. If you see me on the campus, I'm one of those ones. If I see you, I will speak, and I will speak loudly just to make sure that you're able to hear me and feel the family atmosphere, the culture that's here. But yeah, I definitely appreciate everybody who's asking questions, who's got onto this video. So I really appreciate you all. I'm going to turn it back over to Timera, and I'm gonna stop talking.
Thank you, Kelly, for mentioning campus visits again. One thing I will also mention with our campus visits is that if there's a certain major or special program you're interested in, we do offer special appointments that give you the opportunity to get a chance to meet with those departments one-on-one. So you get a chance to ask those questions that you have questions about and actually get more of a personal experience being on campus. One thing I will encourage you to do is, we can talk all about Ole Miss all we want, but there's nothing that beats actually being on campus and actually getting that feeling of being on our campus, actually seeing yourself as a student. So definitely, I encourage you to kind of envision yourself on our campus as you're walking around as well too. But I don't think there's any more questions for tonight. If you have any other questions after this, please feel free to let me know. So if any kind of questions I can answer for you, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Again, my name is Timera Rodgers. I'm based in Oxford, so feel free to reach out anytime. My number, you can either call or text or send me an email. I'm also on social media, so I would love to connect with you on social media. That's where you'll find a lot of different updates coming up. So as far as when housing application will close, when scholarship deadlines are going to close, different things like that. You can also see when I'm going to be in the area. So definitely keep a lookout for that as well too. But thank you guys again so much for joining us tonight. We enjoy getting a chance to speak with you about Ole Miss, and hopefully that you will join our family this upcoming fall. And Hotty Toddy.
Thank you all. Hotty Toddy.
Thank you all for attending tonight. After this session ends, there will be a quick 4-question survey, and if you could answer those questions, that would be great. Again, if you need to sign up for any more sessions or see any recordings, go to moacac.org. Have a great evening.